Welcome to the studio. You're listening to Willow Waves, a student-produced podcast where kindergarten through 6th graders explore interests, promote solutions to global concerns, and communicate about everything related to our social and emotional learning.
We aim to amplify voices, share knowledge, and encourage conversations. Visit us at willowspringses.fcps.edu to learn more and subscribe.
Join us as we explore our diverse and dynamic world of elementary education.
A lot of people know that air pollution is a huge problem, so today we will be looking at what countries are doing to clean it up. We will be looking at 3 major contributors to air pollution: the US, India, and China.
I'm Khuslen and he's Elisha, and we are the Solar Evaporators. And on today's podcast, we are going to explore technology that aids up in cleaning after chemical disasters, as well as just the well-being of air quality. The Bhopal disaster in India was the world's worst industrial disaster.
Then how did they clean it up?
It says here that they use something called a solar evaporation pond.
Let's take a look at how it works. It evaporates the chemicals in the air, and then the pond has all the chemicals condensed into it so it can be treated.
Isn't that just evaporation?
It is, but with a twist.
Occasionally, to speed up the process, they add a dye, which makes it heat up faster. But how does that work? It says they use a dye which increases the rate of absorption of sunlight, which in turn increases the rate of evaporation. But this is for potassium chloride mines, which isn't what India used.
Another thing is that based on the color of the pond, it shows what state of evaporation it is in.
Wow, that's so cool!
Do you think we could use one as a swimming pool?
Absolutely not! It is 90 degrees in there.
Mucho caliente. In English, it's very hot. Another thing is that it is often used to store thermal energy.
Are there any ponds in the US? Well, I guess there is one in Solar Evaporation Pond in Moab, Utah. Though this isn't used to clean up the air, it is rather used to mine potassium chloride. Though that isn't related to air pollution, it is still in a solar evaporation pond. Well, having clean air is important, and it isn't just for accidents that cause air pollution. Let's look at ways the U.S. tries to clean up air pollution from everyday pollutants.
This is the top 5 ways the U.S. is cleaning up the air. 1. Trying to move to electrical vehicles. 2. Making sure we get electricity from renewable resources. 3. Planting more trees. 4. Increasing green spaces in urban areas. And 5. Passing laws to cut down on factory emissions. Let's look at how the UN is partnering with countries to set standards to have clean air. The United Nations has adopted a new 10-year climate action plan aimed at transforming its operations to achieve a 45% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions and sourcing 80% of electricity from renewable energy by 2020.
On top of all that, the plan outlines 2 main types of interventions to achieve these targets. The first entails acceleration of current efforts, focusing on reducing consumption through behavioral changes, enhancing energy efficiency, connecting to existing renewable grids where available, and a limited further shift towards renewable energy self-generation. The second involves transformative change. Though innovative and complex solutions, these will require external partnerships, including scaling up new technology and purchasing renewable energy from not yet developed third-party owned facilities. Sustained communication and outreach will support both the intensification and innovation efforts.
Through a long 10-year journey, the UN Secretariat is seeking to catalyze the development of new climate-smart infrastructure to meet the energy needs of its peace, operations, and the local communities it serves. The UN welcomes partnerships with climate champions that share its vision.
Now, these are the 10 UN goals they wish to achieve by 2030.
Carbon emissions. Absolute per capita reductions by 25% by 2025 and 40% by 2030.
Electricity consumption. Per capita reductions of 20% by 2025 and 35% by 2030. 40% by 2025. Renewable energy, 40% by 2025, and 80% by 2030% of consumed electricity. Commercial air travel, per capita emissions reduction of 10% by 2025 and 15% by 2030. Events, 100% of events meet established sustainability standards. Those are big goals, so let's work together to make that happen. This is Khuslen
And Elijah
signing off.